So we had a project. We were aiming to build a church, for instance. In 3 months, we have finished the church. Analytical people, tick.
Yeah.
Creative person, we have to build a church. I am not fascinated about building a church. That is not what is moving me. I am looking for motivation why I need to build this church. So the big key about creatives is to find the motivating factor. Money is not a motivating factor to a creative, but money is a good supplement of a motivating factor. In fact, the day pastors learn this thing, they'll stop having issues with band members. Because you think because you're paying a band member 5,000 shillings, they'll sit here for the whole day in a service. Am I inspired? Am I motivated to sit in that service? Who said the church music needs to be bad? Who said that we need to sing bad in church? Who said that church is a place where we start to learn how to sing? Who said that not doing rehearsal is normal for church? Who said there's no excellence in church?
Watumishi Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Watumishi Podcast, the home of inspirational conversations. And as you all know, Watumishi Podcast is whereby we bring different guests from different walks of life. Just come and tell us the stories about how they journeyed through from the different sectors and niches to where they established their names. And first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time to always watch our podcast, Watumishi Podcast, across all platforms. We are present on social media handles. Check our YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and our Spotify channel as Watumishi Podcast. Here you'll get stories of different people, conversations of different people, of how they came about, the different challenges they faced to establish their names in the professional music scene, and also in other fields that we shall be able to see the different guests that we'll bring on board. So at this time, I just want to introduce you to a very, very phenomenal guest who is none other than, is called by the name Eugene LeGrande. As you all know, Eugene LeGrande is a phenomenal artist who has been in the industry for quite a while, and today we just want to unravel the story behind who he is and basically get the portfolio of who he is and how he came about to just establish his name as Eugene LeGrande. So without further ado, let's head straight and watch the episode by the one and only Eugene LeGrande. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are humbled and honored to have the one and only who is founder of Piano City, is the MD of Worship Factory, is the MD of Mambo Asili, he was the MD of Groove Awards, creative director and graphics designer, music director, track assemblies, music arranger, software engineer, music coach, entrepreneur, professional pianist. This is none other than Eugene LeGrande. Give it up for the one and only Eugene LeGrande.
Hey, are you part of DCI?
Digging in.
Wow. Thank you for having me. It's a privilege to be here with you today.
We are really humbled to have you on board.
Asante sana.
Now we just want to break down from the different stories from where Eugene LeGrande came about. Okay. And even as we just begin, we just wish to know, where did the name LeGrande come from?
So the name LeGrande is not a self-inflicted nickname. I was raised in church. I'm a church boy through and through. I have never known what a secular life looks like. So one of those things that becomes consistent is once in a while there's a prophetic word that comes through. And the men of God always spoke about your name shall be great. I think in that season I was also battling with my surname, you know. As musicians, we get to a place where like, hey, I need a stage name, you know. I need something that will be unique for my creative side. So I just simply Googled the translation of a great man or something great. In French, it's Legrand without an E. In Italian, it's Legrand with an E. That's where it came from. It's me trying to live the prophetic unction over my life. There's prophecy over my head. The more people call me Legrand, the more they declare that word.
Amazing. Na tukiweka kitu kwa M-Pesa tunapata
Siwezi sema mjaribu, but yeah. Tajiuliza kama ni jina ya kawaida ama ni mboga kienyeji.
Okay. So we just want to maybe to now break down from your biodata, from where you're born, how you grew up, the institutions you attended during your growth. Yeah.
All right. I was born in a place called Bongoma, Chwele. Then shortly after that, we moved to Nairobi. I went to a nursery school called Mountain View Academy, somewhere in Roysambu behind USIU, thereabout. Then moved to Kisumu. Went to a school called Josana Academy in Kisumu. We were staying next to the lake, place called Dunga Beach. Yeah, and in that season I ate too much fish. Too much fish, because literally fishermen would pass by our home and drop a kagorogoro of fish every day. Live fish. Fish is still rattling. Yeah. That gave me foundation for my brain, I think. But I hated fish. Until now, if you invite me for fish, if that's the only thing you're offering, I'll eat. I'll call myself to a meeting. But if there's an option, I'll choose to go for chicken. If you don't even just feel like worshipping at the mention of chicken. You know, it's weird that God says, for this one thing, do it in remembrance of me. What is it? Breaking bread. It had to be food. Yeah, so I love food. Anyway, let me continue. So went to Kaimosi. There's a school called Kaimosi Friends after that, where I did my primary school education. Went back to Nyanza province for high school. I went to the Maseno School. The is more important than the name of it. The Maseno School. Yeah. In that season, I was a very serious basketballer. It's hard to believe for many people based on how I look today. But believe me, I was a serious basketballer. In fact, the team that I was in was the first one to win a national championship for Maseno over years. Yeah. So we brought that trophy home, went on to win the East African Championship, went further and won the African High School Championship, which was in South Africa. But I didn't go to South Africa. Yeah. While in school, it's funny that our school didn't have music. Imagine, of all the subjects that a school misses, we had power mechanics, we had electricity, we had aviation, but no music. It was such a letdown. Nonetheless, we found a way to find inspiration for those who love music in high school. And I remember we really pushed our chaplain to buy a keyboard for us. They bought a PSR 190 or something like that. The keyboard was so small, it didn't even have a port for sustained pedal. Yeah, that's how bad it was. And that's what we started using at our chapel service. But by the time I was clearing, we had bought a PSR 750, something a bit grand, and yeah. I went to campus after that here in Nairobi, a place called Nazarene University, African Nazarene University. This is where I think everything about me and the music ministry got noticed, nurtured, and forced into it. I say forced because I was a backbencher. But every night I used to go to... So the thing about mission schools is that there's usually so many pianos in the compound. There's a piano in a hall called Janigan. There's a piano in a small room called the piano room. There's a piano in the chapel. There's a piano everywhere. And this is the wooden piano, not the... Yeah. So I used to go play every evening after reading. I did computer science. So the demands for computer science in school were tough. When I remember maths for science, calculus 1, statistics. Yeah, you really have to work hard. But I always had a regime of by 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., I'll go to the chapel to do my personal practice. So one day, he, the main keyboardist in school, the one who was playing at chapel, and we used to have so many chapel services in a week. We had one on Tuesday, another one on Thursday, then CU on Wednesday, then Sunday morning, normal Sunday services, then Sunday evening service. So those were so many services. So one day, the main keyboardist in school, who's now Professor Edward, Professor Edu, yes, who was a student then, alipatwa na msiba. So he had to travel to their rural home for that season. And he said he'd be away for 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, you can imagine the number of services we had in a week. There's no keyboardist. Then one lady in the worship team said, kuna kijana fulani anakuanga Janigan every evening playing stuff. Ako wapi? Dole ako huko. So they called me and gave me a brief and told me, we have no keyboardist. And you're the only hope we have in this season. Because we see you playing at Janigan every night. Like, are you really? I was like, I can't play. I can't play in a service. They're like, no, you will play. We'll make it easier for you. Write the song list. Hey. Hii keyboard iko on. Asanteni kwa kuiweka hapa, because now I will tell people how I used to play and sound. I think it's usually the same in every keyboard. 011. That was it. I wrote that song list and I started with then praise. Yeah, so I wrote the song list. Yote. Let's say day 1 it went well. Day 2, that's like Thursday. Like, okay, thank you for helping us on Tuesday. Now we want the set list for yes.
For the next.
I still wrote that set list. But the lady who was leading, na kifungu.
2 different ways.
Wow. That was the most horrendous chapel service ever. Because I'm frustrated, I'm trying to look for her. Her, she's frustrated because she knows I am the special new support system. Can I find him? We looked for each other for about 15 minutes.
Where?
Until somebody mature came and said, let me hear the voices sing. Took over the mic, then, hey!
They were long 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was horrendous. So I think that's where my journey towards music ministry started. Not even I think, I know. Because when Edu came back, it was like, I'm doing my final year. I have a lot of schoolwork to focus on. So Edu is like, you have to pick up this office and continue with it. I'm like, me? Do you know the way you play? Versus me? Hey, cannot be compared. Guess what? I was not given an option. This is why I say there's a level of being pushed into it that had to happen. And the teachings started becoming gruesome. Some stories in Kisama Leo you will not believe. For instance, I was given a song list in Kaambiwa. This is what we're singing next week. You might want to practice and prepare for that. Yeah. Song number 1, Jesus, we enthrone you. Wow. And I think I forgot to practice. So we go play Jesus, we enthrone you. I was playing my own things. The chaplain then came on stage and said, just as we are continuing to worship, kindly can I have scripture on the screens? Psalms chapter 4 verse 3. Somebody get Eugene out of there. Where's Oliver? I just want us to just get admonished to worship together. Amen. Eugene, get out of there now. So I was sat down severally. Today, out of the heartful feeling of being sat down. There are songs I execute extremely well. Jesus, we enthrone you. And there's another one, Oceans. When the Oceans Rise. There's that worship song in Kitambo. I think it's called Steel.
Yeah, Still. I'll be still.
Yeah, I was equally sat down when I was playing Steel. And then I was told, for our next mission, please go and learn Steel. Hey, I went and learned it. I learned mpaka the intro. You know, the intro starts on a different key. Then the song starts on a different key. Yeah, so I went and learned those things. I remember the head of worship then was so shocked. I have to say that slowly because you can share up there. Because he didn't think I could play from the intro.
Execute it.
Yeah. So even him, he got confused whether I was guessing or I was actually on point. Yeah, I think that now started paving way for the direction that I took. Yeah. And I used to rehearse a lot with Don Moen, Integrity, Women of Faith, name them. Yeah, so you sit down, score a song, and back then I remember Don Moen was our most contemporary music minister.
Very true.
Yeah. Have I answered everything?
You've answered. No.
There's something I've skipped.
No, you've answered everything, correct?
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe I wish to know your family structure in terms of your siblings. How many siblings do you have?
Wow. Hey. So I am the firstborn in a family of 3. I have 2 sisters. One is called Audrey, the other one is called Georgiana. They're not musical.
Oh.
But my mother and my dad were. Is a continuous... They still understand music. They still... Yeah, so my dad taught me how to play the flute. My mom used to play bass guitar. And I think my mother paved the way for the kind of music that I loved. There was a show on radio once upon a time, Metro FM, called Kubamba. The Kubamba we know today was once a radio show. Yeah. And they used to play a lot of contemporary music. My mother knew how much I didn't love her tapes for Parapanda Choir, Munishi. Yeah, we had Munishi from volume 1 to volume 6. Ili ni kanda la Munishi. Hey, man, there's an advert hapo katikati to tell you how to identify an original Munishi tape, you know. So what she did, she used to buy empties. There was a chrome tape back then. Chrome tape was the creme de la creme of a tape. And record every show for Kubamba. So we were in school for 3 months. She'd buy about 18 tapes and record on 12 tapes because that's 3 months. Every Saturday night, Kubamba, side A, side B, side A, side B, side A, side B. When you come back from school, you have a lot of content to listen to. So in there was a lot of our current contemporary black gospel artists. I remember there was Kirk Franklin, there was Mary Mary, there was Fred Hammond, there was Donald Lawrence. I used to listen to those tapes when we came from high school. Yeah, and those tapes now defined my tone of vocabulary. Yeah.
Amazing. Maybe which was the first key that you learned on the piano?
F sharp.
F sharp.
Who didn't learn on F sharp first? Yeah. F sharp and C. F sharp and C. Yeah. Probably I can give a story about that. So my best friend in primary was a guy called Sedo. Guys know him as Sedo, producer nowadays. Yeah. He's done amazing stuff out here. But his dad taught him how to play the piano. Mimi, in Kaimosi also, Kaimosi was a missions camp. There was a Bible school, there was a teacher's college, there was a girls' school, there was a primary, there was a technical college. All those institutions had a piano. And there was a Friends church somewhere randomly next to a post office. So we used to jump into that chapel with Zedo through the window because there was a watchman who never wanted us to jump in. So locks the door. So when he's not around, we jump through the window. He teaches me what his dad taught him. I teach him what I think I have been learning in a season. And I remember back then, one of our dreams was to join Kabarak High School. Because every Sunday evening, you'd watch TV and you hear, Leo, Raisi Mtakatifu, Daniel Torotich Arap Moi, alipata kuhudhuria ibada katika shule kikuu cha Kabarak. Anaingia kwa service. And they're always playing hymns every Sunday. But his favorite hymn back then was To God Be the Glory. So we learned To God Be the Glory because we had seen ourselves joining Kabarak to play the hymn for service there. Unfortunately, it never happened. Yeah. So that's where we started with Sedo. And I think it's not a coincidence that we are still both in the music scene. Yeah. I think nimejibu swali yenye hata hujauliza.
Kabisa. No, it's okay. It's fantastic. Yeah. So, okay, upon your learning, I believe you started with the practical bit.
Yes.
Did you have to dig deep now into theory and also understand the different terminologies that you use?
So for the first 10 years,
yes,
there was no theory. There was pure muscle memory and photographic memory. I think I have a stronger photographic memory.
Okay.
So I'd remember how I placed my fingers where, this is, It's later on when now you start delving deeper, then you realize, okay, I'm on C. Oh, this is a C major chord. Okay, what does that mean? Yeah. A lot of theory got farmed up in university, not even high school, because we had no music in high school. Yeah.
How many instruments do you play aside from the piano?
I play the piano. I play with everything else.
Oh.
But I can hold down a service on the bass guitar. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. What are the critical exercises that you've learned through your craft in adopting the piano niche to being where you are?
Hey.
I believe there are things that are very critical for.
So this is weird.
Yeah.
And it's a personal testimony. So practice is important. But the knowledge of why you're practicing is more important, right? And how you apply your practice is equally important. I've seen people who own pianos in their homes not ending up becoming as proficient as we expect them to be. So for me, believe it or not, I've never owned a piano in my life. I always relied on, there's a piano at chapel, there's a piano in this institution, there's a piano here and there. That's what gave me foundation for rehearsals. That means I never had a piano at my disposal all the time. So what is it that really defined how I practice? This is where I learned the fact that one of your most important instruments as a musician is not your head, it's not your hands, your vocals, your feet. For drummers, your most important instrument is your ear. Because the ear is the foundation of music. We listen to music. We only play out of the abundance of what our ears hear. Pia hiyo ni tongue twister for Mkamba. Anyway, in other words, if the ear is our most important instrument, then we need to practice our ear. We need to put it to practice. How do you practice? So this is where I realize there's a difference between hearing and listening. So where we are seated right now, we can hear some music in the background. But we can't tell what is going on. That's hearing. Listening is everybody in this room is listening to what I'm saying. While we listen, we can tell that there's a fan making noise from one of the lights. That's listening. Most of us musicians fail to grow because we are good hearers of music. And you run to rehearsal when you've just heard the music. So you know of the song, you do not know the song. So for me, by the time I was getting to a piano, you know what it's supposed to sound like. You've listened to that song through and through. When you press the wrong thing, your body just rejects it. This is the foundation that I had for my rehearsals. So when I'm going to rehearse a song, I have literally gone through every single input that the MD in that song did for me to be able to say, I am ready to play this song. Until I have listened effectively, I was never ready to rehearse. Yeah.
That's so profound. Listening and hearing.
Yes.
I believe people never thought of those two words as defined as they are.
Yeah. So in other words, I can spend 10 hours rehearsing, but my output is mediocre because of the failure to know the difference between of listening and hearing. Because, by the way, when you're going to practice, it's out of the abundance of what you've listened to that you'll get to practice. You know how much you need to achieve based on what you've listened to. You just know, hey, niko mbali sana. That guy is moving too fast. Number 2, that guy played some heavy chords I don't understand. It is out of that abundance that you can practice effectively. But if you can't even tell what was going on in a song, your practice is ineffective. It doesn't matter how long it becomes. Yeah, it's at this point that I would love to say that you eventually become a sum total of what you listen to. Yeah. So if you listen to Rose Muhando, there's no magic coming to make you sound like Jonathan McReynolds.
True.
And none of them is less of the other. But you're a sum total of
what you feed
who
yourself.
you listen to. Yeah. If you want to sound like Israel Houghton, listen to Israel Houghton. If you want to sound like Hillsong, listen to Hillsong.
More,
But don't kill yourself trying to sound like Israel when you have dwelt in Tanzanian music or you've dwelt in South African music. It will never work. Yeah.
So whatever you input is just automatically determines.
Yes.
The people when you just listen, wanacheza tu, you know, au mse.
Yes.
Anasikizanga.
Yes.
This
So
type
and so.
of people.
Yeah.
Quite profound. And also, when did you have the break now into the? What was that moment that you broke out and felt like, hey, that's easy. Things are starting now to press up in terms of your need for the skill that you have, for the niche that you have.
Unfortunately, there's no point where we call it a break. This is actually feedback I'm getting from you. What we do is we continue with the journey consistently. I think one other thing that I really keep as a consistent thing in my life is the art of consistency. Yeah. You will never undo the value of consistency in someone's life. They say practice makes permanent. I add to it and say consistency seals the permanency. Yeah. You might have practiced a song like Imagine Me, Kirk Franklin, 20 years ago, and you were perfect in it. The thing that will seal your permanency is the consistency that was sustained since then. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. I'm getting the other view of things. So it means you have been doing your thing consistently, and now things are getting you along as you are still doing what you are doing. You're just doing what you're doing.
I'm just doing what I was doing.
Things are just getting you.
Yeah, and then people are saying, oh, wow, you sound so great. Yo, I never had a goal to sound great. I never had a goal to say, in the next 5 years, I'll be the biggest MD in Nairobi. Wait, you shall see. There was never such a goal. There was only consistency. Everything else aligns to that. I think there's something else I wanted to add to that. Over time, you get to also understand your assignment. How do you understand your assignment is when you start understanding your identity. Some of us really get lost because our identity is not formed up. You're in campus, you're doing mechanical engineering, but you get to third year, you realize, hey, I never even loved this thing. I was doing this thing because my parents pushed me to this. You find yourself playing a piano in church, not because you were called to become a pianist, but because your pianist in church looks cool and attracts all the ladies in church. Like, this is such a great idea. You start playing, you realize, was I cut out for this? No. All right? So you start fighting that which you thought was a gift to you, right? But to give you another perspective of what consistency does is they say you have not attained your personal sound if you've not clocked at least 10,000 hours of personal, not being present, some personal time, personal meditation, personal practice with your instrument, vocals, guitar, bass, 10,000 hours. In our Kenyan economy, considering lazima weke food kwa meza, you have family demands, you have other jobs. That clocks to about 9 years for me, for what I really did as a calculation on my end. Yeah, so about 9 years before you sound like something unique. That's a result that can only come out of consistency. Yeah.
You have to put in the work. Everybody is hearing, you have to put in the work.
Yeah.
Kabisa.
Music is not like maths where you walk in not knowing 1 + 1 is 2. When you leave, your life has changed.
Yeah.
Music is a time-based result.
Amazing. And maybe what are the things that you personally do to just ensure that you are up and current with the technologies also that come about? Because I believe music by then, when you are starting music, and music by now, there are a lot of musical technologies that have happened, the introductions of different things that have happened.
So I think when I was doing computer science, I didn't know that it was a blessing in disguise. Yeah, I'm actually a good coder, programmer. It naturally means that my life is revolved around a computer. Therefore, there can't be new technology in the music scene that pops up that I am not sort of aware of. And I think in the foundations and the formation of every team I'm involved in, technology forms an integral part of every system we have. Yeah, from scheduling to programming to live performance, technology is always present. Yeah, I think that really keeps me abreast with what's going on. Yeah.
How is the transition according to your view on how music has been from the back then to today?
We are going to dangerous places, but it's better musical output for sure. I remember when I started, there was nothing like a click track in our space. There was nothing like in-ears. There was nothing like stems, you know.
Beats ilikuwa za
keyboard. And if you have a drummer, you have to rely on their natural body metronome to keep up with the Joneses at rehearsal. Yeah. But we are now at a place where there's so much going on. There's stems, there's AI-generated music, there's an app like Moises which helps. Nimesema helps. Hey, my ancestors are calling. So Moises is an app that helps you disintegrate a song into stems. Even the latest version of Logic on Apple, it can create stems for you from a WAV file. So we are at a very good place technologically. But the downside of it is the fact that now people are lazy. When I know we are singing give me an Israel song, Lord you're good, jump into YouTube, download an MP3, jump it into Moises or your Logic. I think it's Logic 11 or something. Yeah. Create stems. So you're not playing strings, you're not playing horns, you're playing piano. In fact, if you're very lazy, you will download the piano part and play the strings part. Put stems for Sunday. You sound like a full band. So you're very lazy to learn the actual parts. So I usually encourage people to learn the music first, become tight fast without the stems, then add stems into your regimen. That way, if stems go off, we are not feeling
kuna kitu imepotea.
Kumbe jamaa alikuwa F-sharp. Makosa.
Amazing. And over time, does music literally affect brain development and learning according to you?
190%. Let me tell you, the reason why the Western world have to teach the children a musical instrument is because music naturally develops your logic. Your brain logic becomes second in nature. I'm doing a personal research and I have a few facts. I am not surprised. I'm never surprised when I hear a software engineer who's a bassist, a software engineer who's a keyboardist, a software engineer who's a band member. Because that ability to be able to understand logic was first birthed in the love for music. Me, I've experienced it personally. I just know things like maths were never a headache for me because that logic was already sealed in from primary. Yeah. So it really does. That's why if you can really take your children to music school to do piano, you're really helping them become better human beings and better students at things like maths, physics. Yeah. It doesn't mean that they have to become musicians when they grow up. No.
It's just a matter
it
of
helps in the brain development. Yeah.
Awesome. And maybe what are they're called DAWs, or do you call them?
DAW.
DAWs that you use currently. You are when you're doing
it's like a Samsung iPhone conversation. What works for you? What's your preferred option? There's so many options currently. I personally love to use Logic Pro on a Mac. I use Ableton for live performance and creating stems and loops because Ableton is light. It's light on any machine. It's not very resource intensive like Logic. Logic will hang on you depending on how many channels you've opened vis-a-vis the resources on your machine.
So I see technology has really affected music production in general in terms of output and how we are going to things.
So one of the dangerous places I think we are going to, do you know if you have Ableton and you understand how to use Ableton properly, it gives you the capacity to program any other aspect of a production that you want. There's what we call timecode. Timecode is an audio file that can send time instruction to different arms of production. So for instance, if I have a stem that is 3 minutes long and I want it to match up with lights, so I can send the stem, the time code instruction to the lights engineer who has pre-programmed the same song that says, we are now on second number 25. At second 25 there's a bang, ding ding. So the lights person has put cues for second 25 to bang or to give some movement of a cue. You can do the same for a sound desk. If you want to put a pitch correction tool that automatically changes a scene to that pitch correction or switches off some channels, maybe it's a piano and voice solo, you can switch off some sections. You can send the same time code to a lyrics person so that you don't have to manually trigger every part of the song. And the list goes on and on. I've even seen somebody who does this marching band drums. He got an engineer to connect a rattling snake robot, which was triggered through Ableton. So he had a full 8-piece marching band simulation with robots. Me, I'm trying to get to a point where now I can put instructions. When you start song 1, close the doors. Mambo ya kwenda choo na tumeanza production, what is the problem? Kaa ndani, tulia. Kama uko nje, kaa nje. So I'll get there one day. So long as a door is automatically triggered, tuko na instruction.
Amazing. Let's dive into Groove Awards. For me, entirely in my growth, nimeona Groove Awards mingi, and basically nimekuwa na, I think kama si zote mingi za nimekuwa na sana.
There's one I know I was not there.
Kama si zote, but most of them you've been there. And basically as me, I've been playing the keys for a while, and listening to you are the things that I used to listen to you first. I used to download all the Groove Awards. My brother is a witness, I can tell you. I used to download all the Groove Awards from back then ziko tu hapo tu nikuja kusikiza Eugene LeGrande alicheza hizi ni nini get it come execute it execute people are like hey hiyo ni gari and I'm like that I'm sourcing it from somewhere there's someone also mimi naenda kufanya kazi. How was the experience and how did you get into Groove Awards?
My side of the story will be so different you'll even be shocked.
Sorry.
So Groove Awards came about in a season when live music was not appreciated. The season for Groove Awards, and I think it was an amazing platform. It was a season when would have music that was produced by a string of producers who had a common naming nomenclature. So it was either Jackie B, Teddy B, Busy B,
true.
You know, it had to be a name with a letter. And these people would RK, these people would set a precedence for you because your song had to sound a particular way so that it can merge into the final layer of the production process, which was join a DJ's playlist for the week, right? So song itaanza tu na 808 kick and a predetermined template like itempokoje iko juu sana shukisha
kidogo.
So that's why in that season almost every song had the same feel. And I understand the season was geared towards that direction, so everybody took that direction as well. And our music almost sounded the same. 808 kick, constant snare, so that your song would fit into a playlist which determined how many times your song would be played. Again, with the precedence of the kind of music that people were being nominated with at Groove Awards, live music was not it. But Groove people had a camp called the Groove Camp. Groove Camp was an out-of-town camp where musicians would be gathered, the artists, basically what they called the music industry stakeholders, to have conversation, to have sharpening sessions, to have financial advice sessions with different knowledgeable people in the country. So at Groove Camp, they'd be forced to have things like a worship service. You know, before a speaker comes on stage, we want to have a worship service. So this is where I was contacted to set up a band that would be able to do the music for the Groove Camp. We oversold ourselves for this Groove Camp thing. We did absolutely amazing music for the Groove Camp. And I think out of the Groove Camp they said, hey, we can't let these people just go away because their music was great. Can we have them do some sets at the Groove Awards? So during rehearsal, I remember in 2016, Groove Awards is happening like on a Saturday, and this is Wednesday. We're doing rehearsal. So some artists came for rehearsal. They know they're just doing rehearsal with the DJ, just to understand where the entry points were, where they were supposed to jump in and do something and jump out. Then they had the sets which had been assigned the live music aspect. Hey, we had really sold ourselves because we knew live music was not one of those things which was easily acceptable at Groove Awards. We ended up playing for every artist in 2016 because when they came for rehearsal, they were like, no, yes, that's what I want. That's what I want. It meant more sleepless nights for us. It meant more hard work for us. It meant our memories need to be called to attention because now you're doing about 8 songs per set and it's different sets. We had like 4 sets per night for that night. So it was a lot of music, but that's how 2016 went. We hoped we should have had more time. I would have done better, but that's exactly what we were able to pull off. And when I look back, I think we really did an amazing job considering the constraints of time, the constraints of how strict that set was, the constraints of, once you start becoming a celebrity, you have a lot of should I call detailing, preference. I don't want you to overplay the symbols. I don't want fancy chords. I just want straight chords. So meeting everybody's expectation was a tall order, considering how many songs we had to go through. Yeah, so that was our entry point into groove. 2017, it was needless to say that everybody was agreeable that for the awards, we want to have the band because it was a raw, fresh, different feel from every other year. I think that's it. Yeah.
How did you come up with the team? Because I believe you are the head now. How did you? What was your mode of selection in terms of determining? For this.
Actually, there was no mode. It was basically friends and people I trusted to have close to me, because I think this was an assignment of very serious proportional pressure and expectation, both from stakeholders at Groove Awards, Safaricom, who were sponsoring Groove, heads of the departments that were heads of creative, there was a lot of pressure on the band because these are new entrants. Hatuwajui. So I could only call my trusted friends. Yeah.
But Muziq ililia. It was.
Now that's feedback. That's feedback from you.
Basing on the times, even as at now, even if someone goes and listens, the music was exemplary. Then the artists also are bringing their A game. They had to bring their A game.
It's true. Yeah. So by the time we're getting to 2018, we had gotten the hang of things. So now we had like 2 to 3 weeks of rehearsal. Until today, I still think the 2018 set was possibly the best set that we ever put together. Even right from the theme of the year, which was going back. Yeah, we are basically just revisiting every other set that has informed our culture as a society here in Kenya. So the 80s, the 90s, 2000s. So we revisited every year, every decade, and created a set for that.
Amazing. What about the Toembea concerts? I believe those were sponsored by Safaricom.
Toembea was a different program altogether. It was Safaricom who were trying to, I think it was a marketing stint. But while that was the case, they would do so many other things alongside the concert. There was medical camps, there was... and I think the basic branding around Safaricom in that season, it was Toembea, tukiwa pamoja, Toembea, that was the message. So trying to bring inclusivity in all the arms of society, and music was just the climax of all those activities. So I heard about the auditions for Toembea, went and auditioned. When rehearsals started, I was told we would be playing for secular artists and gospel artists. I remember calling the people who were given the mandate to manage the Safaricom process, so Fat Buzz, and just told the managers there, I can't do secular music. That's not who I am. I will not. I will only play for gospel people, specifically Masi Masika. Of course, it caused... it ruffled some feathers. People were a bit agitated by that. So myself and Joki chose not to do secular. Then after a while, we got feedback. We were like, okay, you can stay. You'll do your gospel. For me, that was a testimony that you do not have to compromise who you are.
True.
For the sake of money, fame, and everything that the world has to offer. I stood my ground and I was proud to say I'm a Christian. Can you respect the fact that I'm a Christian and I won't play this year? It was well respected. I think I got to learn later, almost when the project was almost over, that during the auditions, there was ranks for the auditionees. I was ranked as number 1 amongst the keyboardists. I don't think I played number 1 caliber content. I think it's because of God's grace that he made sure I was number 1. How that came into stand in for me as well was, it's easy to fire somebody who said, I'm playing gospel. In fact, hata kwa auditions ulikuwa number 17. But because Safaricom were equally plugged into this process, I was a valued person who auditioned because I was the first. So the first guy, whatever demands he has, please follow. And it went deep. We were not... So other team members were sharing rooms because me, I stood with my gospel stand. I was not sharing any room with anyone. I was being given priority for my religion stand. Yeah. So that's a positive thing I learned in that season.
Awesome.
Yeah. So you don't have to compromise. Yeah.
You can stand out for what you
believe in.
Amazing. And maybe now to your child, Piano City.
Yeah.
I know you're the founder and the president of Piano City.
Well, it's a gathering of like-minded people. And how it started, it was first of all a vision. Back in 2011. And you know, the way you just talk about some visions and you think, one day we will do this. Yeah. So I have a good friend called Pastor Wambua, who back then was the creative pastor at ICC. So we used to have a hangout on Mondays. Go to their place, na wapikia nyama, na ugali na skuma. By the way, guys, I'm a good chef. So it's out of that hangout that we decided, so we try to do a workshop, you know, and probably just call a few people who are like us so that we share. Because if there's a community of people who don't love sharing, as pianists, I think bassists are quite easy to share knowledge. They find it easy to share their knowledge. Drummers, guitarists, but pianists, me, I want to shine with my two chords. Yeah. In fact, we had these habits back in the day where you go for a concert, there are many opening acts, then the main act. So the main act has his keyboardist. The keyboardist who's playing for the main act removes the sustain pedal. Nione kama ulibeba sustain pedal zenyu. I want to shine. Yeah. So me, I'm also opening, but I've carried my sustain pedal. I come and plug in, you know, do my thing, show off my chords. Once I'm done, I close my sustain pedal and go down there. I don't go, I come to see how you flop. Yeah. So that was a common thing that pianists used to do to each other back then. So we thought we should kill this animosity amongst us. Yeah. The fact that you know C major 7th, me I know diminished. Show me 7th, me I show you diminished. We grow together. So that was the vision. And number 2, also the fact that for some of us, we learned the hard way. We never had teachers, mentors, people to show us this is the way. And this is why most people ended up starting in church, but ended up playing in a club somewhere because there was no mentorship. You did it because you saw somebody else do it. You're like, if Moses plays in a club na make do, mbona mimi bado nachezanga praise and worship hapa? So what defined our culture and direction was looking at what somebody else was doing. So we thought, how about we start something intentional that would start mentorship programs, that people who had the need for growth had somewhere to run to. Finally, is to kill some cultures that we had started as a community of musicians. So for instance, who said every keyboard we play must be put on Galaxy? The default key for every keyboardist was F sharp. And we are masters of transpose. Who said? You realize there's a culture which is spread unspoken, and it is common in Mombasa, Kisumu, go anywhere. Keyboardists used to behave a particular way. So number 1, kill that transpose, because transpose is one of the reasons why we don't grow. Show people that there's diversity in a keyboard, more than just Galaxy, DX, you know. Be intentional about shifting and shaping culture. So that was one of the other arms that we had.
Wow, amazing. I believe you had some few seasons, if I'm not wrong.
I've
seen some few seasons. Where you held some few seasons and sessions with people.
Yes.
Awesome. And also you're the MD of Worship Factory and Mambo Asili.
Akili Mambo.
Yeah. So Akili Mambo, yeah.
So, Worship Factory is equally just in extension like what Piano City is. It's just a forum of empowerment. And the vision behind Worship Factory is to stir up a culture of excellence in worship, period. It's not complicated. It's simply to stir up a culture of excellence in worship.
Yeah, so the tagline is nurturing a spirit of excellence in worship.
Yes. And the thinking behind it has so many facets. Culture is so deep. When you think about culture, it's literally what defines what we become in future. So if you're raised up in a family where you never had anything that you wanted, you asked your mom for a toy, they probably slapped you. You asked your dad for a bike, they told you, the day you become number one, I'll buy you a bike. So you grow up and you find yourself struggling to think that you can buy a bike. Why? Because you are cultured to believe pesa haiko, bike can only come when you're number one. There are things and conditions that were necessary. Yes. So our Kenyan culture, worship-wise, until now is still so messed up. Who said the church music needs to be bad? Who said that we need to sing bad in church? Who said that church is a place where we start to learn how to sing? Who said that not doing rehearsal is normal for church? Who said there's no excellence in church? When you go to the Western world, it's actually the opposite. People who play in clubs and all these other places, when you tell them, I am a church organist, hey, there's a sense of reverence and respect, because they know church is the mother of creativity and actual talent.
True.
In Kenya, it's opposite. I know we've all lived in an estate where there was a church behind your house, where there was always a kesha on Friday. And the things they sing there, you're just like, hey, niwewe, niwewe baba, niwewe, niwewe baba, niwewe. It's just so horrendous. So you're wondering, how do you consciously call yourself to this place where you're saying you're genuinely worshiping God, but you're genuinely just so off.
You're everywhere.
You're everywhere. So part of what Worship Factory is trying to do is to nurture a spirit, a culture of excellence in worship, so that nikitoka home, the church I hear next to my house, I'm like, hey, you're doing Jackie Gashiri this Sunday. Wow, it sounds nice. I move to the next church. That's Christine. Wow, they sound so good. Before I get to my own church where I say, I love the worship in our church. And you do realize worship defines ministries.
Yeah, true.
To a point where that we even get to forget about the ministry. We remember the worship more than the ministry.
Very true.
I can give examples. We know Elevation worship. We hardly know of Elevation Church. But because of Elevation worship, we got introduced to Elevation Church. We know Transformation worship. We know Hillsong. Hillsong is a church. We know Planet Shakers. Planet Shakers is a church. We know Faith City Music. I love Faith City Music. They release anything, I'm there watching. Sadly, I've never watched any sermon from Faith City, which is a church. So there's a lot of relevance that we're missing out on as a community, as a society, when we are not considering worship to be a serious pillar in ministry.
Quite profound. And I believe that is also what demarcates even currently in Kenya. Basically, even someone, I think, sahi mtoto mgeni tu kuja to church, sits, listens to the worship. Some of them just see confusion. They say,
it's true.
I'll Yes.
For sure. In fact, I think the number one church grower, church building activity is usually worship.
True.
Yeah.
Amazing. And to the many hats that you have, else I want to start with the hat of graphic designer. I know you have a
Yes.
hat. There are very many hats. The graphic designer, I believe you've been there for a good while.
Yes.
For the viewer who does not know when you started the act, the practice of graphic designing.
So graphic design is an offshoot of my God-given talents. So I used to draw when I was young, like do fine art. I remember one of the very detailed art pieces that I drew using a pencil was a portrait of Shakur Tupac. This was in 1994, around the time when he died. So I think I did a tribute for him and did an art piece. It was so excellent. I remember my dad just saying, wow. It's not true that you drew this. And if you did, you've not been studying in school. Yeah. So I continued drawing. I still draw until now. But introduction into computers introduced me into a new possibility of expressing my art form in digital form. So I started doing posters, and the thing that happens is one person shows you a trick, the other one shows you layers, the other one shows you how to remove the background. Somebody else comes and says, you can just be simple, just find a good font and add a style. So that's how I started, gathering ideas and thoughts from one person to the other. Again, here the key was consistency. By 2010, I want to believe I was well accomplished. We even had a company with my good friend. He's now gone to be with the Lord. It was a branding firm. And we used to churn a lot of content. We worked for some of the biggest corporates, did some of the biggest campaigns. So before Safaricom Twaweza Live, there was Safaricom Tour back in 2013. So the main imagery, logos and all that we did with my friend. Campaigns for Equity Bank, billboard designs, Sunday service programs, posters. So I've been there. I've done it for a minute. I just think we entered into a season when I started seeing a gap in the gospel scene, or even in the public domain where screens are involved. And I decided to jump into that space with a few revelations. Number one, and I think the biggest revelation is the fact that we consider events for the blind people, because the blind will come and listen and be blessed. We consider events for people who are okay, but we hardly consider events for the deaf. Yeah, so if I'm a deaf person, can I attend a concert and get blessed? Yeah. In other words, can I receive healing by what I see? So if we think about graphics and put the graphics to be very expressive, so that while people are singing and ministering, if the song is talking about healing, that I can literally sit down and just visualize what's going on, see people's reactions, and get my healing through graphics. That's where my introduction into graphics started.
That's good.
So I took it a bit deeply after, I will not mention names, but I did a gig. But it was a bit too late. So I said, I can only do 4 songs properly. So I was given 4 songs. When they asked for a quote, I gave a good figure. They bargained 5K less. So I'll give a figure like 70K. Then they asked me, will you take 65? I was like, hey, this is 4 songs. I should have quoted higher. Because it's like these guys were not ready to bargain much. Yeah. But that birthed a hunger in me to realize that, there's just not an empty gap here, but there's an opportunity, monetary-wise. Yeah, so I started doing events one by one, like that. I think there's been an influx for me in 2025 when now everybody's waking up. I need somebody for graphics. You've heard Legrand does graphics. Which Legrand? You're talking about the guy who plays keyboard? The key, yeah, that one. For real? Yeah. And for sure in 2025, I've had more gigs for graphics than for music directing. Yeah. And I think it's just a season that I'm thanking God for.
Yeah, true.
and walking in it as well. I am a firm believer in the phrase, be a jack of all trades, but a master of one. Being a master of one opens doors for you where your other trades become relevant.
Yeah.
So most people know me for music, and they will invite me into the space because of my music abilities. When I walk into the room, they realize, oh, you can also do graphics. Oh, you can also program. Oh, so you can do a website. So there are many other aspects about me which now depend on my music influence to open the door for me. In fact, I think it's prudent to say that our character is the vessel that carries our gift. And they say your gift will make room for you in rooms where kings and important people of the land are. But your character keeps you in the room. But now competence gives you relevance in the room. Yeah. So what made room for you was your piano playing. You went there. Your character keeps you there. And character has so many aspects of it, from how you dress to how you present yourself. And that's in 1 Samuel 16:18, where King Saul talks about wanting somebody who can play skillfully. So the first entry point was play skillfully. After that, he needed to be somebody who is handsome. Handsome is how you dress. And then prudent in speech. You cannot walk into the king's palace if you do not know how to talk. I'm trying to imagine. Ruto invites me, alafu nimwambie shikilia ngumi mbwegze. There's a level of relevance that has been drawn out because the prudence of speech to understand where you are is out. Then somebody needed to be a man of war. Because you're not going to play games in the king's palace. The king has a desperate need. He is possessed with an evil spirit. I need somebody who's coming here to fight it off. You needed to be a man of war. Then you needed to be a man of valor. Valor here means, creatives, we think this way. Analytical people think this way. Creatives think with the right brain. Analytical, left brain. Life teaches us analytics, being straight, being wear socks, shave your hair, Creatives, we think, I can't wear uniform. I can't get to church by 8. 8 sounds like I'm doing an 8 to 5. No. Mapema sana. Weirdly, a creative person would be in church if you said, be in church at 7:49. Like, 7:49 sounds creatively attractive. Let me be there. Yeah, so man of valor means knowing that you are creative, knowing that the uniform director has told you to wear black and red, and that's exactly what you don't love to wear. But valor says, because it's a directive from my leadership, I will call myself to a meeting, wear black and red, probably carry my outfit for the afternoon so that I don't walk around with my black and red that I so hate. I don't want to look like a choir. Yeah. Then finally God had to be with them. So in all these things that we do, we always need to walk with prayer. We need to walk with God. We ask God to show us where we need to step. Yes, and the direction. Yeah.
Oh, so I've learned that the gift brings you to kings.
Yes.
Your character sustains you, but also what you do while at it.
Yes.
Also opens more doors.
Yes.
And creates even a relationship. You become more than not. I'm just not needing what you have.
Yes.
But I'm needing you more.
Yes.
To be in this space.
It's your value proposition.
Yeah.
Your gift made room. Your value proposition in the room.
Yeah.
Created more opportunities for you. And you stayed in the room because your character is in check.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Maybe for a layman, how does the graphic design process look like? Just in a nutshell, in terms of how do you picture it? How do you envision it before creating a product?
So now, I'm equally a branding expert. If you want to be branded from zero to hero, I do that work very well.
Umesikia.
Yes, yes. And what branding is basically creating a promise. What is a promise? A promise is what you deliver under a value proposition. So there's a set of values that you give as a promise to whoever your consumers are. I'll give an example. So if I say I am a Mercedes-Benz, what do you expect of me?
Class.
What else?
Comfort.
Yes. Continue. Elegance.
Elegance, yeah.
Performance. Yeah. What you're mentioning are values of a Mercedes-Benz. So you create a promise, which is a set of value proposition, a value pack, and this value pack is confirmed by your consumers. All right? So it means that your consumers can confirm your values without even interacting with you. Mimi sijaown Mercedes-Benz. I know these values to be true. And we can continue with so many other value propositions out here. Like if I ask you what's your brand, you'll be so straight to identify some of this. For instance, if I say soft drink, what comes to mind?
Coca-Cola.
If I say detergent, what comes to mind?
Omo.
Why not Persil or Ariel? If I say margarine, what comes to mind?
Blue Band.
Blue Band. In other words, these people have created a promise, and over the years, we have been so certain of the promise. Now, each value carries a color code. There's both a corporate color code and a spiritual color code. So, going deeper, if I say my first song or my event is called the Holy Ghost Visitation, there's no way I'm thinking about Holy Ghost and my main theme color is green.
True.
Does that make sense? There's no way I'm thinking about Holy Ghost Visitation and my main theme color is red. I think you already have an expectation when I say Holy Ghost.
Yeah, true.
Yeah? That's probably blue. That's probably white. If I say I'm planning an event to talk about physical health, physical wellness, mental health, what are the colors that come to mind? I'm probably thinking about a green, because green represents growth. I'm probably thinking browns, those are earthy tones, and probably some blue for peace. So there's a color code to every single value proposition that we throw out there. It even tells you that you cannot ask a designer to do a logo for you out of your favorite colors. No. It needs to be out of the abundance of your value proposition. I am cheerful, I am excellent, I am jovial, energetic. So those are expressions of your value proposition. Each value has a color it represents. I have a very skewed thought. Probably you might want to cut this out or include it. I tend to think part of the reason why Pamoja with Uhuru defeated Raila was because of the branding. I remember when Uhuru and Ruto were reading out the manifesto, they had a black suit, white shirt, red tie. Their color imagery had a lot of red and some mustard somewhere. Red is a color that represents a few values related to authority. Number one, authority itself. Number two, boldness. Red is a color for boldness. In other words, by the time I'm speaking to you wearing a red tie and tell you, we shall build you 6 stadiums, you already want to believe me because you're already feeling like I'm speaking from authority. While the opposition at this point were using blue and orange. What does orange represent? Energy, happiness, youthfulness. Blue, what does blue represent? A sense of peace, calmness, Already with a mix of colors at the orange camp, no wonder when they were defeated, the first thing they were thinking about is maandamano. We have a lot of energy. We can shout, we can riot. It really starts from the branding. All right? So now to your question about the event. So when I receive an event description. I ask for the vision. What's the vision for the event? What's the title for the event? So let me use a phrase like somebody says throne room. I want to have moments where people will come and worship and literally enter the throne room, where all the diseases people have shall be healed. The wounded shall receive their healing. Anybody who is heavy laden, that heavy laden state will be changed to a light moment. Whatever your vision is, I listen to it, grab it, write it down. And with that, I also ask for a value proposition around what are you trying to achieve with this event? What do you want to show the people? Because there's the art of worship and there's the heart of worship. All of them are critical. So in your vision and your value proposition, I now draft a color schematic that will match everything that you're saying. Then match that to your lyrics as well. So every lyrical phrase has a color it already speaks in the atmosphere. So for instance, if you talk about consuming fire, I'm not thinking about a sea. I'm not thinking about water. I'm not thinking about blue. I'm thinking about orange and white as a color schematic that represents that phrase. So with the same format, I build a whole set list. Then from there we now decide, do we want to make it continuous? Do you want to make it seamless? Do you want to make it hard stop, next song, hard stop? That's basically the structure we follow.
One of the latest projects that now, as you were speaking, I was also reminiscing on it. The Nandaa you did. I believe that if someone closes the music and just sees what's happening,
yes, you'll get the whole picture.
You get the whole picture, like we are moving somewhere.
You are going somewhere.
It's moving, it's saying we are moving.
Yes, there's a story behind it.
There's a story behind it. All the it's quite. It's normal. Normal. So it means every color represents something. So
yes.
It's quite worked
it's quite
also
deep.
Also bring it out.
I actually realized if you're singing for instance about the Holy Spirit and the imagery and the expression around the art matches what you're singing about. So I would say maybe have blues, have skies, have low fog, have lights which are not strobing. Just calm lights. And you're talking to us about the Holy Spirit. I tend to feel the Holy Spirit more than when somebody did not think about that whole expression, which is a big gap we have in Kenya, where the lights engineer came to guess song 1 to 17. All of them, it's all colors to,
blue,
then moving heads from song 1 to then strobing lights based on your expression, strobe, regardless of the tempo of the song, the energy of the song, it doesn't matter. So when we become more intentional, the ministry for every song becomes impactful.
Amazing. Maybe do you what are the design tools or software that you use?
Hey, I am a born diehard Photoshop, Adobe tools, a design person. So I use Photoshop, I use Illustrator, I use After Effects and Premiere Pro. Those are for the designs. For presentation, I can use anything from Ableton alone, because Ableton, like I said earlier, has the ability to even display lyrics. Then I also use Pro Presenter. Because Pro Presenter equally has the capacity to use things like timecode, manual clicking, and you can edit, recreate, imagine a whole set on Pro Presenter.
Are there principles that you always have to stick to in your creative process to ensure that all the projects that you're able to do, they kind of have a thick line of fineness that you really present have to?
I think these design principles exist even outside presentations in events. For instance, if I had a font that looks like a ghost, Then I wrote, I love you, using that font. Same font, different message.
True.
All right? Then the other one, same font, I say, I will kill you. I don't know if you're visualizing what I'm saying. Then the other set of imagery, I use a font like sans serif, which is a common font for us. It's quite welcoming to the eye. Then I write, I love you, that font. In other words, a font that looks scary, sending the right message, will still send out the wrong signal, as opposed to the right font sending out the right message.
True.
So in the same way, we use that design principle even on what we put out there as graphics on the screen. If I'm talking about the Holy Spirit, there's no way I'm using bold, heavy, fat fonts to talk about the Holy Spirit. I look for tender, possibly calligraphic fonts. They just show some sense of Holy Spirit. Yeah, it's all in the imagery principles. Yeah.
Amazing. And I believe you have to balance aesthetics with functionality as you do that.
Yes.
Maybe those are the critical things that also people need to
understand.
Yeah.
Yes. Some of the design principles that are functional in this sense is you cannot have a light font in front of a light background. So if your light background is necessary for your presentation, make sure you have a dark font or even a dark graphic in front of the light background. If you have a dark background, font always needs to be light. That even goes deeper into the logos we use. You cannot use a dark logo on a dark background. You always need to have a white-only version of every logo. These are branding tips napatiana bure. Yeah.
Lakini wakutafute zaidi. For them to know better. So I believe in your work you also get a lot of feedback and revisions from clients and everything.
Yes.
And I believe that also marks out for you as part of the testaments of what you do. And
it's true.
How you were able to indulge. Is there any point that you received a feedback and you're like,
Hey, that happens all the time, including yesterday night. Yeah? I do understand that your tastes will never be everybody's taste.
Yeah, true.
So somebody will see the work you did for somebody else. And they contact you to do something for them. And you think you give them your best of your best of works. Then they immediately write you back and say, this is horrendous. It's not exactly what I was hoping for. Can you give me another edition? You do a second one and you put in your better of the best that you gave at the first. A second one, they say, this is a repeat job. I've seen this before somewhere. I want something unique to me. Then they start giving you a piece of their mind to what they actually want. So when you send the final thing that they say, I love this, you look at it and you say, but this is not me. It is nothing to do with me.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so you ended up being a joystick in this project where you hoped to be a Picasso, where somebody would see your work and say, oh, wow, it's amazing. Yeah, so that happens quite more often than not. It's just that we don't speak about it so much. People imagine that we just design the first thing and people say, ooh,
do you?
But we have some of those. And those ones where people do not make any edits, any corrections, are usually the most fulfilling. Every designer will tell you. In fact, this is another tip. The reason why graphic designers are usually a frustration, it's the same way fundi wa nguo anakuanga frustration, is when a client starts having so many changes, yet you knew what you wanted from the word go. If you knew you wanted a big title, why are you coming to make that change when I've done my first edit? You should have written all those things down and given me as a package of your expectations. Yeah. So what really drives creatives to become slow, complacent in delivery, is that back and forth where you are turning a Picasso into a joystick, where now I'm designing your favorite thing that you want to see. And some of these things are out of the abundance of our experience. So when I put one big title and a small font around it, it's because I know we are trying to achieve a particular pattern here. And out of my experience, this is the most advisable. So like one of the most annoying feedbacks I receive from clients is, the date is too small. Can you make it bigger? Also, I can't see the giving details. Can you make that big as well? Meanwhile, I don't like the way the guests are shouting around me. So make the guests small, make me bigger. So we are making everything bigger. Yet at the foundation of that design, you could see everything clearly. Yeah, eventually you end up getting to a point they're like, hey, everything just looks big. It looks messed up. Guess who designed it? You, not me. Yeah. So you probably need to go to our first edition. You'll love it.
Na kuna zile zenye shake kufikisha useme
so many times.
Hiyo sasa.
Yeah. And this is where contracts come in because for professional people, we stipulate how many edits we can do. If in 3 edits you do not love my work, I was probably never meant to be your designer.
True.
But at this point, we also need to protect ourselves. So by the time I'm sending you a contract, you need to be sending a half of the deposit. So that if you feel I'm not the designer for you, at least I didn't waste my time.
True. Time invested. Kweli kabisa. And then I believe you have a team of members that you work with in terms of production.
Yes.
And their background has to be in graphic design or some of
No. I think for me, it's basically, can I see output? Do you understand the value of aesthetics? Do you understand a few concepts here and there in the delivery aspect? Yeah, that's it, period. So I have a team of designers, quite a number of them. But designers, we are not good at one or two other things. For instance, communication, presentation. Me, I'm good at designing and sending the work to somebody who can now sit to the machine and do the presentation. Yeah.
That the next question I was to ask was, what is your communication style that you use in terms of dealing with the team?
Which team?
The group of designers that...
So for designers, you have to understand designers as creatives. Designers are not analytical thinkers. Analytical thinkers are motivated by results. So we had a project, we were aiming to build a church, for instance. In 3 months, we have finished the church. Analytical people, tick.
Yeah.
Creative person, we have to build a church. I am not fascinated about building a church. In fact, I'm being paid $3 million. That is not what is moving me. I'm looking for motivation, why I need to build this church. So the big key about creatives is to find the motivating factor. Money is not a motivating factor to a creative. Yeah. But money is a good supplement of a motivating factor.
Yeah.
In fact, the day pastors learn this thing, they'll stop having issues with band members. Yeah, because you think because you're paying a band member 5,000 shillings, they'll sit here for the whole day in a service. Am I inspired? Am I motivated to sit in that service?
The environment working for
Yes. So there's so many motivating factors. For instance, in a band setup or in this building setup scenario, for instance, and me, I'm a good example. Like even on my way here, I've already taken a picture of scenery. I love to look at the sunset. I love to look at landscape. That is part of my motivation and inspiration. So if you take me on holiday, somewhere like Kerio Valley, by the way, I went to Kerio Valley. After visiting Kerio Valley, my heart was so peaceful. I felt like I am so motivated. Give me a mountain. I'll overcome it right now. That's my motivation. Somebody else, it's food. Somebody just thinks about food. Your heart just skips a beat. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So creatives are inspiration driven. Creatives are motivation driven. Once you understand everybody's motivation, you have their ear, you have their heart. And I think I know how to motivate creatives. Partly, it's not to give them money.
Yeah.
have their surety of money, but other activities around it, around the activity you want them to perform, gives them the motivation. For instance, if you tell band members, let's meet on Sunday at 7:49, yeah, at 7:50 I'll be serving sausages. Everybody 3 sausages, a cup of hot chocolate, yeah, a slice of cake, and some fruits. Then we go and do sound check at 8:15. After we've eaten, tuko sawa, tumetulia, probably watch the sunrise together. Even from the sound of it, you feel like there's a lot of motivation here. The other kind of motivation that I've seen with band members is the heart of concern, the heart of just understanding who they are. So instead of quenching a drummer's expression, a drummer loves to, allow them to have dreadlocks, allow them to have funny shoes, so like Jordans or just something unique, not your normal office shoes, and he's going to play drums. Allow them to have a very funky jacket, so it can be red, black, and something, but they have been given the leeway to express themselves. Output becomes optimum.
I'm learning a lot. I believe you and the viewers are learning a lot in terms of the different aspects that you're talking about here. And also now to the other heart, which is a music arranger. I believe you've arranged most of the music that we listen to, and even some maybe we don't know. There was a worship set that you guys did for the Groove Awards. I think it was with Pitson also.
2017.
So ilikuwa before you go to Hakuna nilikuwa niko chini bana.
Yes. Interesting.
I still remember the whole verse. Till to the Hakuna, then it changed the transition. Wow, it did awesome. Maybe when did you start arranging music? Which year, if you can remember?
Wow. That's still a hard question. Because like I said, we are just consistently in this thing, doing it. There's no hard stop or hard start where you say, from today, nataka kukua arranger. But I can probably say live recordings sort of have brought that clear-cut demarcation that now I'm arranging music for this project. The first live recording project I was part of was in 2011. I'm so happy about what's going on right now because the scene has changed tremendously. Back then, when you say live recording, it meant you have your analog console. Then that analog console needed to have direct outs from each channel, which now go to a recording console. Which received analog input. Okay? The biggest recording analog console we had around was about 24 channels. So you'd have to squeeze everything we know or have in the set into 24 channels. Okay? Hey, that process was tough. It was daunting and strenuous. As a result, and with the lack of technology, I have been part of about 13 failed live recording projects. 13. This is where you rehearse for about a year to prepare for this one project. Then inakunywa maji. It is one of the most frustrating things, both to the leader and to even the music director and arranger. Because you ask yourself, am I the problem? Because every project I've been part of has been flopping. But I do reckon that without failure, you might never understand the sweetness of success. So that was part of my building blocks to making me a successful arranger. To date, I think I've had more successful projects than the number of failures I've had to experience. But it is with the emotional awareness that if you slack on anything, your arrangements will chew dust. And you'll have gnashing of teeth and tears that you'll wipe by yourself.
Is there one piece that you just remember? Is there one piece? Okay, I don't want to call it favorite, but is there one piece that you just really, really remember? Your arrangement
took me places. Most recently, Probably Jackie Gashiri's Kilagoti. Kilagoti was first arranged in 2017. Yeah. But we redid it in 2022 at her project called Hebrews 12:22. So Kilagoti stands out to be one of them. Another one. There are many, but now, now every song is jumping into my mind. I'm just like, there has to be a lot of arrangements from Moshi Factory. So there's a song called Yahweh. I think we invested some time there. Yeah, not just for show off, but for the relevance of what was needed for the song. Yeah. I do realize that we are even in a phase where we are over-arranging music because you want to show your musician friends
that you're
mchezo, yes. But there's a level of maturity we need to walk into to understand that not every song needs a heavy intro. Not every song needs some serious arrangements. Even in the arrangement themselves, there's what we call prosody. Prosody is the clear-cut placement of intonations of words in a song. The same way there's prosody in words, there's prosody in arrangement. I can give a rhythmic example. So if a song is like this, yeah, I cannot be thinking about arrangements which are triple time of this. No. Prosody says that my arrangement also needs to be, I need to be aware of where the intonations are. Yeah, I realize right now, this is probably me speaking to the young generation. If this is your beat, I'm not thinking double time to arrange arrangements. Then the song starts. You're like, hey, was that intro really necessary? Yeah. Maturity brings something called simple is more, simple is professional. Simple is broad. Yeah, I think for you to understand that, it takes years of ministry. Yeah.
And maybe as you do your arrangements, I believe there are decisions that you have to make in terms of which instruments like is going to be
take the center stage, supporting role,
supporting role and all that.
Yes.
That is determined by the genre. Or by the
genre, the feel of the song. So there's a song by one friend of mine called PK. It's called Pamoja Nami. You should watch it. We even made the video black and white because the focus for that song was not on aesthetic expression. Wow. I think a lot of that song, the expression was in the depth of the words and in the vocal capacity expressed in that song, right? So that song was purely piano and voice. In an event and concert where you have all the instruments looking at you, it takes intentionality and consciousness to say, this one is piano and voice. Yeah, it's a rare thing to happen in our Kenyan society lately.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
How do you balance personal style and artist vision? Same case as you have been called.
That's a heavy one. I think musicians, music ministers or the singers draw from somewhere spiritually.
Yeah.
That gives them the inspiration to deliver that song. You equally need to find a music director who draws from the same place spiritually to be able to call themselves to a meeting to say, Father, as you gave Eugene this song, what was the vision you downloaded for him for this song so that I can give inspiration and arrangement for the same song. Yeah, because you do realize melodies carry songs. Melodies carry the words. And extra melodies from music directors either complement or kill the vibe, the direction of a song. In other words, if you find the wrong music director for the right song, it's not going to work. You almost need to find a kairos connection between the music director and the song that was downloaded from you, from heaven for you. That connection is very important. So I keep telling our music ministers, do not run for your favorite music director all the time. Run for the music director who God has appointed for you in that season. This is where you do realize people like Marvin Sapp, they started with somebody like Kevin Bond, moved to Aaron Lindsay. And both of those music directors, none of them is musically insufficient. All of them are very well accomplished. But for a particular season of time, you need somebody who can understand, for instance, Seben. The MD for Seben cannot be the MD for a worship song which has a lot of South African arrangements. Yeah, if your music has a lot of South African dances and chants, you cannot look for a musician who plays a lot of African American music. Yeah, it's just the understanding of what season you are in, what God has said, and who can be able to translate your dreams vision into reality the best. Yeah.
And what are those environments that breeds you breeds your creativity as an arranger? Do you love those quiet spaces?
Mine I've just mentioned. Take me to Kerio Valley for a month. I will come back with a million melodies. But also, I do realize that wildernesses are places where I get a lot of inspiration. So where my mother stays, there's a big piece of land which is empty, about 5 acres. So in the evenings when I take a stroll, even in the morning, sort of like when you start getting into the middle of that kashamba, inspiration for melodies just start popping up. You know, I sort of got a revelation that even David became a songwriter because of his wilderness experience. Yeah, in that space where there's peace, quiet, no distraction, there's a lot of inspiration that comes in that space where there's no distraction. I think Nairobi in itself, the lifestyle, the city, the emotion causes a lot of noise. Sometimes we fail to get the inspiration of some of these things that we're talking about. Yeah.
And for you being an arranger, has it taken you to a place where sometimes I think you listen to music differently?
Yeah.
Compared to just anyone.
For sure.
Someone just comes, listens to, your song is fit.
For sure.
So you listen it from a very different
position and understanding. I'll give you an example. So growing up, I used to listen to a lot of Ron Kenoli. Ron Kenoli's music director is called Tom Brooks. Some white guy who's crazy. Do you know, every time I listen to Ron Kenoli, even in my current age, you listen and you ask yourself, hey, I never had that movement before. I've listened to this song for more than 20, 30 years. I have never had that movement. It's the mystery behind the arrangement and the art of listening. The more you listen, the more you start learning that in your previous listening session, you did not listen completely. There are things you left out. It's out of the same depth that I realized that even us, we have the capacity to put a little bit of doses of knowledge for people in our arrangement so that they can help shape the next generation. And as you grow in listening, you start to feel, at first nilikuwa nasikia tu vocals and the guitar because I love the guitar. But as soon as you continue nurturing your listening skills, you realize, oh, there was a keyboard. I could even feel what the second keys was playing. It was just simple bells. Ding, bum, ding, bum. So it comes with time and with the intentionality to improve your listening skills. Like you can practice listening. Yeah, you just call yourself to a meeting and say, let me write a paper, a list of what I have heard and listened to in this song. Number 1, lead vocals. Number 2, altos, sopranos, tenors. There's a bass guitar, there's a conga. Aux keys. What is the aux keys playing? He's probably playing synth. There's a second aux. What is he playing? What is that? So when you list down everything and it matches everybody who was on the credits. You start understanding that, oh, my listening capacity has grown from where I was. And there's no kufika. It's always a continuous journey.
Continuous process.
Yeah.
There are two terms here that I believe everyone needs to get it right. We have what we call a music director, and you have what we call a band director. I believe those are two different terms.
Wow. Let's start by demystifying a director. A director is basically somebody appointed in the team with a sole responsibility to give direction.
Yes.
Yeah. And most times we lack that direction because in a band setup, every band member has an idea.
True.
So what song are we singing on Sunday? Lord, you are good and your mercies. Mbona tusianzie 6? Let's start from 6. Another one. Let's make it zouk. I think guitarists and drummers love to convert everything to benga zouk. Yeah. It takes a band director to say, no guys, this Sunday is Sister Jennifer leading. Sister Jennifer loves CCM music. We shall stick to this pattern. So that's a band director.
Yeah.
Brings sanity to all their million ideas. So music director brings sanity on a bigger perspective. Yeah, because now here you're not just directing the band, you have vocalists as well.
Yeah.
And the direction here as a music director goes deeper. Did people keep time? We said we are meeting at 10 a.m. Number 2, were songs sent for rehearsal? Do we have a schedule? Who's leading this week? Who's taking point on uniforms? That's a music director. You're putting everything together so that the musical piece that you're presenting looks good and sounds great. It's all the aspects that make that creative work beautiful. That's a music director.
I believe you've done music direction for many projects.
Yes.
And what are the take homes in terms of someone maybe who is just who is in the verge of maybe wanting to get into that field? What are the things
for music director?
Yeah, for music director.
Number 1, find your heart. Your heart. I say this because your heart, as the Bible says, is can be deceitful. Yeah. Part of the deceit that your heart tells you as a music director is I'm here for the money. Yeah. If you understand what I've just mentioned about a music director, there is a bigger call than just the money that comes to it. Like money answereth all. Money is necessary for all the needs that we have. But the love of money is the root of all evil as well. So that fine balance of understanding, my vision is not in the money. Money comes as a consequence of the good work that you've done. And there's even a point of reality where money starts chasing you because of the value that you have. Yes. So when your heart is rightly placed in that craft, there's so many opportunities to be able to flourish. All right. Number 2, it's to understand that the expression of a music director is not in the heart of you, the music director. It's in the heart of who you are complementing. So you have to learn how to complement the head of a project, unless it's your project. Yeah. So most music directors get to this place where they have personal agendas that they need to fulfill through somebody else's project. It's a root source of offense. That's where you get so offended that madam hata apendi arrangement. Hapo nimemundia intro. Nimeweka wimbo zote kwa stems. Hajafuata kitu. You are so offended. If you ever go through such a project, you go with a heart which is so heavy. You can't wait to just finish this project and jump out because you didn't take time to understand what was required of that project. Number 3, it would require a lot of versatility. Your mind, your heart, your skills. So the kind of music I love is a bit complicated music. It's not your general public kind of music. Yes. So you can imagine when somebody called me and his heart was tagged towards CCM music. If you don't know CCM, it's Christian contemporary music. It's what Hillsong do. It's what most white churches do. Yeah. So Eugene has been called to play in a CCM song. In fact, I can even tag one of my friends. I have played for Rebecca Dawn numerous number of times. And her first directive to me is, please, no fancy chords, no passing chords, no fancy anything. We played it straight, we want it straight. Let me tell you, if you're not disciplined as a music director, that's the hardest thing to do. To know that this song has 3 chords, and I'm going to play 3 chords. Meanwhile, your mind has 17 other chords. Me, I know how to leave 1, 5, 1, A, 2, 3, then we land at 4. 4, we jump back to 1, then come back to 4, then 3, then 6. You know, there are so many things burning within you. So that's a call to maturity, and maturity in my understanding is the ability to have an arsenal of weapons, but knowing when to release. That's maturity. The people think playing chops is maturity. It's not maturity. Maturity is being able to play chops, but sticking with a straight groove throughout the whole song. Ding, ding, da, ding, ding, cha, ding, ding, cha. 3 minutes, no chop. That's maturity. Yeah.
Don't overdo.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Maybe I believe across your interaction with bandits, you have different bandits. Of course, each and every bandit has their own form of thinking in terms of execution of projects and everything. And maybe at some point, maybe you get to a place where either bandits themselves are not in good terms. How do you handle such conflicts? Or
I did something called preventive maintenance in my attachment. It sounds like a cool word. Attachment for computer scientists. Preventive maintenance at Aga Khan Hospital. What preventive maintenance is to walk around with a blower and a rag and a bucket of Omo water. My work was to clean computers and make sure there's no dust in any computer. And you know, Aga Khan Hospital had like 900 computers. For 3 months, I was walking around offices cleaning computers. I think there's something called preventive maintenance for a band as well. Yeah, where first of all you start by building chemistry. How do you build chemistry? You build chemistry by doing everything that has nothing to do with music. So do you meet outside to eat? I love food, but food is a good connector. They say if you want your way into a man's heart, it's through the stomach. Yeah. And food makes people vulnerable. How vulnerable are you to each other? Can you trust me outside the music environment so that when you're playing music together, I know I'm playing with Brolin. He has my back. I don't need to worry about the drama. And I know his story. We are going to Narok tomorrow at 8 a.m. Our bus is leaving at 8 a.m. Can I trust Walter? You know? Yeah, I can trust Walter because in my interaction with him, I know at a hangout to a pizza, he usually comes at 7:10, like 40 minutes way before the time. These are things I've known outside the musical environment. It builds chemistry to the point that now we start treating each other as brothers and friends. We are not looking to be malicious against each other. Huyo mdi hata spending vile anatuangalianga sometimes. Anatuangalia na macho mbaya, anatuongelesha bila heshima. Now I have an opportunity to make him look bad. Yeah, there are teams which are like that. When you get to a team where enyewe, the offense levels are too high, the chemistry is absent, and people are just being malicious towards each other. The only thing that is putting you together is because there's a gig that has money. I'm just doing this gig so that after that, tutainsikia tena. It's all salvageable. I believe everything is salvageable. And part of the salvaging is to find activities outside your common area of ministry or music and try to strike that nerve where you can become brothers again. That for me is a very big key. And for me, part of the thing is to invite my whole band home. Wakuje kwangu. We watch football together. We make noise. I take Arsenal, they take Manchester United. They are beaten. We are beaten. We laugh at each other. We go home. Tomorrow, he invites me to his place. I carry my milk and bread, we make jokes, and it's not about how our homes are built or what we have in our houses. It's not about a show off.
Yeah.
It's that vulnerability to be able to allow me to come to your private space. That thing works wonders more than meeting to practice together.
Amazing. Amazing indeed. What do you term your leadership style as a band director or as a music director?
Music director, authoritarian. Band director, family.
In simple terms.
But I believe once cultures have been set, structures have been set, it's time to find another model of leadership. So in music directing, I believe that I lead leaders. I don't lead a team of people who have no clue what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I can be very hard on you because of keeping time. Yeah. But I have that perpetual expectation that I'll always be shouting at you because you can't keep time. So at first I'll be hard on you so that you learn how to keep time. Once you learn how to keep time, tomorrow I'll make you the prefect of timekeeping. Then I leave. I'm never looking at people who come late. I left that responsibility to you because I'm nurturing that leader in you.
Yeah.
Over time, there's lesser and lesser of areas of leadership that I am being involved in. I actually think the mark of a successful leader is expressed or seen in the continual absence. Let me rephrase that. The mark of an excellent leader is shown in the diminishing demand of their presence. Yeah.
You don't have to be there.
Yeah, you don't have to be there. Yes.
Can be done even, you know?
Yes. The more the demand of a leader to be present, the poorer he is in leadership. Yeah. If every time we need to buy item, what Eugene? Yeah, you have not been a good leader. Yeah. But if there's a big need, we need to take so and so in hospital. Yeah, we need to talk. Let's do this. That's the true mark of leadership. So when you come back, you are told, you are given a report. So and so fell sick. We thought we should take some money from the kitty. We did this and this and that. She is home recovering. That's a true mark of leadership. Yeah. This is why even keyboardists, we need to call ourselves to a meeting. You cannot be the alpha and omega in your ministry. You cannot be playing every Sunday, every Monday, every Kesha, weekly service, because you think service will flop if you don't play. You need to raise people and trust them. And your mark of leadership over them will start being seen when you're absent. Yes.
Wow, amazing, profound indeed. So do you also share your arrangements with other musicians that you are in your circle? I believe you have a circle of musicians who you feel like, skizeni hawa.
What do you mean? What do you mean arrangements?
Let's say you've done a project.
Yeah.
Or you've arranged a song.
Yeah.
That you feel there is need for me to just give a few people to just listen and
yes.
maybe give their feedback in terms.
Yes, for sure.
Is it
for sure. I think I've even gone a step ahead of that. I'm in a season where I'm appreciating a lot of arrangements that I didn't arrange. I'm enjoying hearing people's arrangements and trying to appreciate, this is how I was thinking. And how do I do that? I do a lot of aux keys nowadays. And in aux keys, I am forced to learn their arrangement. I'm not the one dictating the arrangement. Yeah. I think that environment really helps all of us grow, because once you start adapting other people's arrangements beyond your own, and you can only teach yours for so long, you start to realize, so this guy can go to 1 from a flat 6 to a flat 2. That's quite intriguing. Yeah, you would have never learned that if you always assumed, I am the alpha and arranger of everything. Yeah.
And as you've said, as musicians, you also need to take part in terms of even mentoring others.
Yes.
And I believe one time that once you said that was rest.
Yes.
And to you, I believe definition of rest How important is rest for any?
Hi, you're asking the wrong person. But rest is inevitable. I think for me, rest is what the corporate world has understood that most of us ministers and musicians ignore. For instance, anybody who does an 8 to 5 on Saturday, guess where they are? In the house, sleeping, or out somewhere doing a relaxation activity. Yes. Swimming with family, or ameenda kucheza golf wapi, you know, we've gone for a road trip. They're basically resting so that by Monday, they're back to the marathon of 8 to 5. As ministers of the gospel, I'm talking about from pastors to choir leaders. Saturday, you're not resting. You're busy rehearsing. Sunday, you're not resting. You're in church the whole day. Afternoon, you went for a concert where you are playing. You left the concert at 10 p.m. Monday, you've joined the rat race with everybody who's doing 8 to 5. By Wednesday, you are not at your optimal.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you've already... Yes. So, this is where rest is important. I'm saying this because even me, I struggle with rest. Because I feel... And it's a personal view. I'm not forcing anyone to become like... I believe, for instance, if you sleep for 8 hours a day, by the time you're 75, you'll have slept for 25 years.
What?
If you sleep for 8 hours a day, by 75, you'll have slept for 25 years. Yeah. So, how much is enough rest? Because you're not supposed to also overdo it. I think for me, if I can sleep for 5 hours to 6 hours, I've had enough. And anything after that is just...
miscellaneous.
Yes. Yeah, it's a stretch. As opposed to maybe days when I've overworked and had a full Sunday and a revival that ended at 11 p.m., your body's probably a bit more tired. You might spend more. But perpetually, I can't sleep for 8 hours every day. It has to be lesser. Equally, I don't take pleasure in just lazing around. Yeah, you know. So people say part of rest is just lazing around and washa TV, weka mguju wengine. Wacha vitu zichomeka huko kwenye zinachomeka. Because you are resting. Yeah, so I have a limit to the rest. Yeah, there's a point where it's too much now. You need to wake up and do something. Yeah.
I believe in your musical journey, you also have highlights or moments, be it high moments, be it low moments that you, or stages that you used to say, wow, okay, God is doing it.
Yeah, I've had so many low moments. I've already mentioned so many here. Failing in 13 live recording projects. I've been sat down. You're on stage. You rehearsed. You went for rehearsals. You are sure, nini, this is where we're going. Then the chaplain comes and says, get him out of stage. And you sit down to watch somebody else do what you thought you were doing correctly. Those moments are so draining, but sometimes it's a wake-up call so that you wake up to what you need to correct. I think for me, failure is usually a benchmark for you to be aware of yourself and to call yourself to a meeting to know what you need to improve on. Failure is not the reason why you need to be crying and whining about, this didn't happen, this did, I wish, you know. Failure is just a roadmap to show you what you need to correct. Yeah.
What's that one or two things that music has taught you about yourself that you didn't know?
One thing that music has taught me is, I cannot be patient with some people. For instance, if you cannot hold the key right as a singer, my patience is out. If you claim to be a drummer and you chop too much and you can't hold the groove, I am so irritated. So I think music has been one place that has taught me how to express myself without fear. For instance, when people sing off, it even becomes a reflex. Hey! It doesn't matter where you are, front row, back row, or on the keyboard. And I think there's a viral video that popped up where I was laughing at somebody who's singing badly. Yeah. What else has it taught me? I think the constant thing that we keep learning is with different music ministers, you start learning how you need to learn people's temperaments. You need to know what makes them tick, what makes them sad, what makes them happy. So that people skills, I think I learned it through music. People skills, for sure. You cannot do without it in music. Yeah.
And maybe what is I believe there are musical risks that you've taken, and are there musical risks that you're glad you took them? You're like,
oh yeah, there's so many. Like choosing to do groove awards, because the first groove was not a monetary venture. It was more of, we can do this kind of venture. And this is what we're talking about, where exposure meets your level of expression. Are you very well accomplished? In fact, I came to learn recently that until you're in demand, you're not in a position to make a demand. Work on yourself. Add value to yourself so that you can be in demand. Once you're in demand, you can make your demands. Yeah.
Amazing. Now, aside from music, when Eugene is not doing anything, music is not doing anything, graphics, what is Eugene doing, or what does he love to do?
Wow. Hey. So I love basketball, but that active playing side of me died. It's a whole testimony. I don't think we have the time to share it here. Nonetheless, I love watching sports. I follow sports a lot. I watch basketball. I follow the NBA league like a virus. And you know, the games are usually played at 8 p.m. in the States. That means that's like 3 a.m. here.
Yeah.
So the commitment to watch basketball means I need to be waking up at 3 a.m. to catch a game in a season. So like right now we are off season. We're waiting for the next season to start. And I'll follow through the whole season, whether it's a game of a team I love or not. So long as there's a game, I'm watching it. Yeah. I tend to think I'd be happy if one of my offsprings becomes a sports person, because I get to live a dream that I had for myself as well. But anyway, hiyo ni ya Mungu ataamua. The other things I do, other than graphics or music or computers, I love to cook. The day you taste my food, your life will never be the same again. Yeah, never be the same again. And it's not empty stories. I'm sure some people will come and comment and say about having tasted my food. Yeah. The other thing I love to do is what I've mentioned, sightseeing, traveling, just to have different views and perspectives of the creation of what God made. I think God is very creative. You know, the way we usually pay so much to buy a painting of a sunset. Imagine God does it every day. There's a new painting of a sunset every day. And even in the day itself, there's different perspectives of the same sunset. Sunrise and sunset every day. Yeah.
Which is your favorite food you love to cook?
Favorite food?
You love to cook and then you love to eat.
To eat, I'd say ugali nyama skuma. Ugali nyama, spinach mixed with skuma. Any day. Whether I'm sick or asleep. Favorite meals to cook. There's a number. Because you know, when you cook now, you do a cuisine. You started with something, then you finish somewhere. So I can do amazing mushroom. Mushroom soup, whatever mushroom combination that is. Mushroom beef, mushroom chicken. Add some rice there or chapati. Have you ever tasted carrot chapatis? Then add some minced meat over there. Some coleslaw and of course that skuma bana. That skuma is a constant skuma spinach mixed. There's a way you cook it. You just feel all the juices dripping in your mouth. Yeah. Yeah. Then you do a dessert there. You can do cake, custard, homemade cake, not bought in a supermarket or something. Yeah.
Amazing indeed. Is there that one thing that people don't know about you?
You know, this question, we've answered this question severally in our lives. So there are people who know about the things people don't know about me, but probably I can say one of them, people will catch up with it. I never went to class 2. I skipped class 2. The time we were moving from Kisumu to Kaimosi, it was mid-year after finishing class 1. So we couldn't join class 2 because of that transition. We had to wait out. So the whole of class 2, I was at my grandpa's place. Joined class 3.
From 1 to 3?
Yes. Yeah.
Was a chopper. Class 2.
So that's something people would not know. Yeah.
Amazing. Do you teach the piano currently to
You see, the question you asked about, are there things you learned about yourself through music? I said one of them is I can be very impatient. The place where I'm sure I'm impatient is at teaching. There's somebody I once taught. You teach them a C chord today. You teach them a C chord tomorrow. Next week they come and say they forgot. You repeat. By class number 4, I gave them pep talk. I doubt they're in music today. It was bad because I was very frustrated. I don't mind your money, but I want to see result more than money. Remember, motivation of creatives being something more than money. Money is a good addition, but it is not the ultimate motivator. I was so frustrated. Yeah, so since then I work with a set of teachers, piano teachers, people who we have gleaned on each other from time to time, and I can attest of their skills and abilities. So when somebody comes and they need teaching, I send them to them. Yeah.
Amazing indeed. Piano City, we are waiting for another season coming up.
Sadly, something already happened this year. I think the publicity was not well done, but we already recorded a session. We should be uploading it soon. We just had a hitch with the video. The flickering of the lights versus the shutter speed on the camera, they are not matching. So there's so many hazes on that video. I'm just like, hey, do we post this? Will people understand, or do we try and correct it? Yeah, that's where we are, but we should be posting it soon. Yeah.
Worship Factory
is a continuous journey, because the mandate of Worship Factory is acquire, equip, send out. So it means that there are people who are not in Worship Factory who still carry the DNA of Worship Factory. And you can see them and feel them in so many areas of our worship scene in Kenya right now. I don't want to mention names. You can already attest that some of them, you know them. Nonetheless, we are 2 albums behind. What slowed us was COVID. But after COVID, we took a very long hiatus. But I'm glad to say that it's also over. We are already gearing up for our next events to churn out music, because one of our visions as Worship Factory is to be able to release at least 4 songs a month. Yeah, because one thing that is lacking in our atmosphere here is the abundance of worship expression. And it's a good thing now that everybody's doing a live recording. It's a good season. Everybody's releasing something. We cannot complain like 10 years ago when we'd say, write for us a worship list for Kenyan songs. You'll start with Kwa Shangwe, Shangilia by Kaberia, Ruben Kigame, Mshukuruni Bwana. Already your list is already dying. Right now I can do 3 to 4 sets of purely Kenyan music. So I doubt there's a limit to how much we need to release. So that's one dream we need to achieve. I think for me, Worship Factory is more destiny oriented. Everything I'm doing right now is just an addition, an offspring, an offshoot of that direction from Worship Factory. Yeah.
I can't close out the interview without giving you your flowers of what you're doing as the MD of Rock Assemblies Tabernacle.
Glory to God.
Yeah.
Glory to God.
You're really doing an amazing job. I believe the world is watching. Everyone is watching.
Yeah.
and hey, you're setting the pace.
Amen. Thank God.
You're setting the pace with all the people that you have in that team.
Yeah.
Amazing indeed.
Yeah.
I believe mzatoka hivi tu church pia wendo wangasema nisikia watu wasema
Yes.
yeah, which indeed is great in terms of even expertise, and also not that just that, but also your lives speaking to people.
Yeah.
Just even beyond the music, these are people you meet, and
yeah,
God is seen in them.
May we always be found faithful. Yeah.
Amazing conversation there. Wow. Viewers, we've had so many thoughts, so many things we've learned today in today's session. What? Hata mimi nilikuwa tunafunguliwa macho sijaifikiria hivi, which is indeed good. So we really appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you.
It's been an awesome time.
Thank you.
Next time tukuita pia utachoka.
Mbona si kesho? Nimeanza kunusia kuku. Mbona si kesho? Mtanunua kuku ngapi tukifanya 1 week content?
To discuss.
Okay.
Wow, amazing. So we really appreciate you for coming.
Thank you.
It's an honor, it's a blessing. To also more doors opening. In case you also need things to be advertised, we are open for you also.
All right.
But to put it across, be it concerts, be it whatever, we're able to do something.
All right.
Just ensure that we also collaborate as we move forward.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Until next time, adios.